everybody. Today was a good day here in California. I got a lot done, but there was something I wanted to just remind people of. And here in the Matrix, we, more often than not, most people play by the Matrix's rules. And when you play by the rules of the Matrix has a tendency to alter the way you think. I've said in multiple of my videos, many of them, that we have perceptual fluidity as humans. Our consciousness is supposed to be at a completely different level. We have a lot of potential to grow in regards to how much of the world we interpret. We only interpret a very small fraction of the potential whole because of how the Matrix has taken our perceptual fluidity and isolated it into a very small fraction of the whole. This is what I mean by the land of the bottom feeder. We are in a small fraction of our overall potential. And this is because we don't have perceptual fluidity anymore. So we've talked about the assemblage point in prior videos and how the repositioning of our assemblage point has us locked into a very suboptimal way of interpreting the sensory information and all the data of the world that we live in. You see, we see things on a very, very basic level. Peter Glidden, a naturopathic doctor, once said that medical doctors are like colorblind art critiques. They see only the basic black and white structures. They don't see all the color in between everything, holding everything together. That is a lot like how we are now as humans. We were designed to be enlightened creatures, capable of anything. Yes, I don't care if you think I sound crazy by saying that. I'm here to tell you that at our highest potential, we can do anything if we put our minds together, ladies and gentlemen. It's kind of like that Tool song, Reflection, and you will come to find that we are all one mind, capable of all that's imagined and all conceivable. My God, how truthful that is. But because of how we've been programmed and deceived and hoodwinked, and because of the fact that we've bought into this suboptimal fallen state land of the bottom feeder way of living, we've lost all connection to our true potential, and now we think that we have limits. We actually believe that all of these, shortcomings, or, all the bad health and the bullshit and the, just all of the crap, we think that that's normal now, folks. Now, because we've been put into a box, within a box, within a box, within a box, we don't even now know that we're in a box, and we are locked into, again, what Morpheus said, the prison of the mind. You are in a prison that you cannot see, touch, taste, hear, or feel. A prison for your consciousness to turn you into this. And Morpheus holds what up when he says that to Neo? A battery. You are a fuel source being fed on. We've touched upon this in a handful of videos. So there's a reason why you see the world the way you do. There's a reason why you have the limits that you do. It's because you're in a box within a box within a box, and you don't even know it. You just think that the way life is the way life is because that's how you were raised, right? Most people have no ability to step outside of their programming and ask themselves, is this normal? Is this right? So the shifting of the assemblage point is crucial, and the assemblage point is something that Don Juan Matus, the Yaqui Indian sorcerer, throughout Carlos Castaneda's videos, or books, this is what he referred to. The assemblage point is a piece of our energy field that can move based on traumas, how we're raised, you name it, and it can be shifted into unnatural positions based on how you're raised. And a handful of other things. We've touched upon this extensively in prior videos. So, the assemblage point was designed to be in one location, and in that location our perception has no limits. But it's been moved by the New World Order, and based on our participation with this crazy world, it's in an unnatural position which causes our perception to be completely limited, because the assemblage point's location directly dictates where and how much of the electromagnetic spectrum we can interpret and interact with. It's a long, lengthy process, but I'm going to say right now, folks, that our assemblage point has been shifted into a very unnatural position. The assemblage point is like a governor on a vehicle. A governor on a vehicle, most new cars have them. It only allows the car to go up to a certain mile per hour, and then you can't go past it. My mom's Honda had one. The car could only go about 105. When it was removed, it could go beyond 105. You see, your energy field has an assemblage point. And this assemblage point keeps your perception in a very limited state. So I've got someone out here with their dog coming up on me. I hate when people do that. So we've got to reposition the assemblage point. The repositioning of the assemblage point is done through sorcery, through magic, through the Kundalini rising. There's a handful of ways that we do this, but one of the greatest ways is to spend more time outside. Luna, come here. Spending lots of time outside, ladies and gentlemen, will slowly cause the assemblage point to lose the grasp that it has on the concrete jungle. You see, when we develop, we are raised in a concrete world. We are raised around televisions. We are raised around the noise of the matrix. We are raised around a handful of different pieces of information that are not beneficial to us in our true spiritual development. You see, they want to shutter our consciousness. They want to keep us in a lulled state of mind. They don't want us realizing that we don't have limits at our highest state. They don't want us becoming enlightened. They want to use us as a fuel source. So if you're not sure what the hell I'm talking about, watch my older videos. But life right now in here on this dimension is like a giant prolonged MK Ultra style fucking mind control experiment. We're all being manipulated through the food, the water, the air, the programming on the television, the electromagnetics, etc., etc., etc. So, spending more time outside. I'm talking about a couple hours a day. Ground yourself. Drink cleaner water. Eat cleaner food. Bathe in clean water. Get outside and get around the trees. Touch trees. I'm not saying that this is going to miraculously change your life, but it will over time reprogram you to be under, God's roof, if you want to call it that, here in this dimension. You see, when you grow up and you spend a large majority of your life indoors like most people, your reality, your cognitive construct, your entire world is largely dictated, ladies and gentlemen, by the boxes that you live in, the shapes, the house that you live in with all the electromagnetic pollution, etc. I hope that makes sense. So spend more time outdoors. I've been out here for a couple of hours today in marvel of these beautiful trees. When you eat cleaner food, when you get the vitamin D levels up, when you clean your skin with the Dr. Kassar skin cleaning solution, when you get the minerals back into your system, when you're in a more fasted state, when you get outside of the concrete jungle, these trees start to take on a completely different form, ladies and gentlemen. Your assemblage point starts to slowly, in very small increments, shift. We weren't designed to spend so much time indoors. We were designed to be outdoors. I think I may have said the wrong thing. What I meant to say is that we are not designed to spend a large majority of our life indoors. We're supposed to spend a lot more time outdoors. The average person spends 1/3 of their life indoors sleeping, and another large majority of their life indoors in front of their televisions, the blue light. We've gone over all this stuff in the past. So, depression, anxiety, all this bullshit, a lot of it's because we spend so much time being fried in our homes with the electromagnetic pollution, the light, you name it. The light disrupts your circadian rhythm by causing your melatonin to not secrete properly, which destroys your pineal gland and your pituitary gland, your neurotransmitters, etc. There's a lot of factors going on here, folks. So let's take responsibility, for our actions and reshape our world. Spend more time outdoors, damn it. Do you really want to spend a large majority of your life indoors? Because most people will, statistically. Peace out. I wanted to personally thank you for watching my videos and contributing to the growth of my channel. I could not do this without you, and your interest in my content is truly what motivates me and fuels my passion for making these videos and spreading my message. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I wanted to remind you that this channel is a free educational tool that is listener supported, and if you would like to donate to my channel and donate to my cause, help make my life a little bit easier and help keep the lights on around here, you can do so by checking out the links in the description box below. There's a handful of not only ways to donate to my channel, but I also have links to different websites and different videos of mine, as well as my Amazon store, where you can check out a plethora of different health-related products that I use and recommend. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your continued interest in my message, and until next time, peace be with you all.